The Bank of Marion is a founding underwriter and sponsor of Song of the Mountains. We are proud of the deep musical heritage of this region of America. We love our beautiful mountains and valleys and the warm-hearted and generous people of the land we call home. Come for the music, come for the forests, lakes, and streams. Come to visit or come to stay. You will love it as much as we do. The Bank of Marion, with branches throughout southwestern Virginia and upper East Tennessee.
The General Francis Marion Hotel is located in the heart of downtown Marion. Recognized as one of the top 150 hotels by National Geographic Traveler magazine, as well as Best Historic Hotel 3 years running in Virginia Living magazine. Built in 1927, this hotel has been through several renovations and now houses 36 boutique rooms. The General Francis Marion Hotel is referred to as a Roaring Twenties vintage small-town find, just walking distance from shops, boutiques, and the historic Lincoln Theater. The hotel is definitely a gem. The General Francis Marion Hotel is Southwest Virginia's premier choice for evenings, events, and experiences. Enjoy Water Lily, fun, scratch-made, locally sourced food and creative handmade crafted cocktails. Water Lily is located in the General Francis Marion Hotel in historic downtown Marion, Virginia. One of Virginia's original 6 parks, Hungry Mother State Park is perfectly situated just minutes from downtown Marion, featuring beautiful woodlands and a 108-acre lake in the heart of the mountains. Hungry Mother is the spot for your next outdoor adventure. You can spend your days fishing or paddling on the lake, sunbathing on a sandy beach, or hiking miles of trails. Then spend your evenings roasting marshmallows at your camper, lounging on the porch of your cabin, or looking at the stars. Come relax and enjoy the great outdoors at Hungry Mother State Park. Next time you're in downtown, stop by 3650 Brewing, Marion's hometown brewery, just a block off Main Street at the corner of Chestnut and Strother. 3650 features beer for all tastes and a laid-back vibe. Stop for a pint or take home a growler or bomber bottle. Make sure to visit the website 3650brewing.com or follow them on social media for current hours and what's on tap. Cheers! In the place called Home by Dr. Ralph Stanley, where Saturday nights mean gathering at the Carter family fold, and the best mountain music this side of the bluegrass resonates through the hills and hollers. You will also discover family fun at every turn. Whether your idea of a perfect day is kayaking, fishing, leisurely Sunday drives on a windy back road, or more adventurous outings like off-roading, zip-lining, or taking in the breathtaking scenery on the area hiking trails, Southwest Virginia's Heart of Appalachia Tourism Authority is truly the heart of all things fun. Start planning your family's best memories at heartofappalachia.com. Welcome to Marion, Virginia, here at the Lincoln Theater and Song of the Mountains. Are you glad to be here? I'm glad that you are here. I'm your host, Tim White, going to have a couple of great hours of music for you here on the stage of the Lincoln. How many of y'all here tonight? Raise your hand. That's most of you. All right, we got a lot of folks watching and listening at home or at work, goofing off on the job, watching Song of the Mountains at work. And we're glad that you folks are watching on the live stream. And we're going to do a little housekeeping here for the live audience. And look around the beautiful Lincoln Theater here. You see all these beautiful murals and everything, but I want you to look at the exits. In case we have to leave quickly, you want to know your surroundings, look for the exits right there. If you have a question, we got some ushers, and they're volunteering their time. So you can ask an usher. Handicap restroom out here to my left out in the main lobby. Larger restrooms up on the second floor to my right. Let's see, what else we got to tell you? Oh, please do not videotape tonight. We'd like to see this on public television before, and our equipment's better than your, I don't care what kind of phone you got. And you see these cameras are turned around pointing at you. We're going to ask you 2 or 3 times tonight to do applause. Usually ask you to smile, but so smile if you want to. Smiles are optional, but I hope you're smiling under those masks. But 2 or 3, 4 times tonight, we're going to ask you to do applause. Now, if somebody on this stage does something you like, and I'm sure they will, you show your appreciation, but the house lights will be down. So between each act, these cameras are going to spin around like they are right now and take your picture. The house lights are going to come up, and that's when we want to get your applause and your reactions. Then Andre, our producer-director, will edit all of this. This show will air in about a year from now on public television, PBS affiliates across America. So I've asked that a lot. Tonight actually starts our 17th season. Isn't that pretty good? 17. So we're starting season 17, and that's after a 10-month respite last year. Aren't you glad 2020's gone? Man, it was a rough year on all of it, especially everybody in the entertainment business. But we survived it, and this starts tonight, season 17. We have a website, songofthemountains.org. Our rest of our shows throughout the rest of the season are the first Saturday of every month, and you can see who's going to be performing here the first Saturday of every month from now to the end of the year. I think we still are yet to book November and December, but we've got acts booked all the way up until then. So we'll keep you posted at the website, songofthemountains.org. Let's see, what else do I need to say? I want to recognize a few of our sponsors. You folks at home saw the sponsors on the nice commercials that ran on YouTube just a minute ago. But I want to thank the town of Marion, Virginia for being a major sponsor since day one. The Bank of Marion, the Ellis Family Foundation, we appreciate the Ellis Family Foundation. The General Francis Marion Hotel, just about 2 doors up. Anybody staying there? Isn't that a wonderful place? Yeah. We appreciate them, and we appreciate our friends at Bryant Label Company for doing our printing for us. They've been longtime sponsors and supporters of the show. We appreciate our friends at WBRF Radio in Galax, Virginia, WPAQ in Mount Airy, North Carolina, 96.3 The Possum down in the Tri-Cities, 93.9 right here, WMEV in Marion, Virginia, and I want to thank, who else am I? I'm trying to do this from memory. I use a lot of grease on my hair and my mind slips, you know what I mean? WETS on the campus of East Tennessee State University in Johnson City, Tennessee. So we appreciate all of those fine sponsors. Any questions? I've done a good job. I've covered it all. All right, I tell you what, before we get going good, let's go ahead and practice this round of applause with the optional smile, if you would. They're going to be rolling these cameras and collecting it. Right now, you're on. Let's go about 60 seconds. Good. You did good. Seems like an eternity. That was 60 seconds. Yeah. All right, y'all ready for some good music? Well, we're going to start right on time. And we've got three wonderful acts and artists and musicians here. Actually, probably about 12 or so musicians. But this first fellow that's going to come out here, he's going to be all by himself. You know why? Because he can do it. He is a wonderful singer, songwriter. I've been in the radio business for, gosh, longer than I want to admit. Probably about 3 decades now, and I play this man's music. Met him really for the first time this afternoon, but I felt like I've known him for years because I've met him through his music. And he sure wasn't a disappointment to me when I met him earlier. Just a wonderful human being. I like his attitude, and I love his music. He's from Nashville, Tennessee, lives down that way now. Originally from Toledo, Ohio. Said he was born in Kentucky, but right after he was born, his parents moved him to Toledo, Ohio. But he's in Marion, Virginia tonight for Song of the Mountains at the beautiful Lincoln Theater. Put your hands together for Mr. Jim Hurst. Here he is. Yo!
Well, how's everybody doing? Oh, really? Well, maybe you'll get feeling better here in a minute. I'm feeling good. You know what? It's a beautiful day. I ain't got the blues. I ain't got 'em bad. No, this must be the worst case I never had. I don't walk the floor. I don't moan and cry. My life is great, and you're the reason why. I used to be such a sorry case. I couldn't find a smile that would fit my face. I used to sing the blues until my well went dry. But I changed my tune, and you're the reason why. You're the reason why I sleep so good at night. You're the reason why my future looks so bright. There ain't a cloud in the sky, there ain't a tear in my eye. I ain't got the blues, yeah, and you're the reason why. You're the reason why I sleep so good at night. Thank you. You're the reason why my future looks so bright. There ain't a cloud in the sky, there ain't a tear in my eye. I ain't got the blues, and you're the reason why. I ain't got the blues that freeze me cold. These arms don't ache for someone to hold. I ain't feeling like I'm fixing to die, 'cause I've been reborn, and you're the reason why. You're the reason why I sleep so good at night. You're the reason why my future looks so bright. There ain't a cloud in the sky, there ain't a tear in my eye. I ain't got the blues, and you're the reason why. I ain't got the blues, and you're the reason why, Lord. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Man, that's awful nice of Tim White to say all those nice things about me. I need to have him around me more often. I'm in close to the area of the Carter family, and this next song was written about her style on a certain song, and it's based on a true story. I hope you enjoy this. I was asked to play guitar at a funeral for a friend, so I chose Amazing Grace as a way to honor him. I knew that I was early, I had about an hour, so I found my daddy's grave and I picked a wildwood flower. I picked a wildwood flower in the early morning chill, brought back many memories, and it probably always will. It made Aunt Susie dance, it was a favorite of Uncle Howard. Dad was always proud of me when I picked a wildwood flower. Well, every night I'd practice till it was getting late. I'd play until my fingers hurt on that old D28. It seems I got some talent from a higher power. It wasn't long after that I could pick the wildwood flower. I picked the wildwood flower in the early morning chill, brought back many memories, and it probably always will. It made Aunt Susie dance and was a favorite of Uncle Howard. Dad was always proud of me when I picked the wildwood flower. Someday it'll be my time to go up to that golden land, and I'll find my daddy picking with an angel band. To play for my maker will be my finest hour, but when I ask him what he'd like to hear, well, he'll say the wildwood flower. I picked the wildwood flower in the early morning chill, brought back many memories, and it probably always will. It made Aunt Susie dance and was a favorite of Uncle Howard. Dad was always proud of me when I picked the wildwood flower. I remember what my daddy said, and I picked the wildwood flower. That's a good name. Thank you so much. My name's Jim Hurst, as he said earlier, and I come in peace. I'm trying to, this is my first gig of the year, my first live performance, my first radio visit this morning at Radio Bristol, which was a lot of fun. And I'm honored and pleasured to be here with y'all tonight. And I hope we're all having a good day. I hope the things that we've been going through are starting to work their way out, because I want to smile the rest of my life. I don't want to have to worry about this stuff. While living up in Kentucky for a little while, I just had this vision of peaceful, nice weather, little critters running around, a little water in the creek beside the porch. I wrote this song. This is called Kentucky Sunrise Waltz. Thank you so much. I have that recorded on a CD, but the version I just shared with you is the one I heard on the front porch. I have some other folks joining me on the version on the CD. So if you're interested, you can go out in the gift shop out there in the front of the building here, and I have a couple of CDs out there if you want to take a souvenir home. Also, you can go to my website, jimhurst.com, and hopefully you'll find something there that you like, and you can sign up on my free mailing list. My family, both my family and my co-writer friend Steve Hilton and his family are from the coal mining areas of this country. My dad was from the Pruden Coal Company over in East Tennessee, and my buddy Steve Hilton's family is from Beckley, West Virginia. And you've heard all kinds of songs about coal mining. We come up with a version of our own, as if a reporter went down and asked somebody about the coal mines. And I did that. I asked my mama about the coal mine industry, and she never said a bad word about anything or anybody. So it helps me to try to be better like that. But she said it was a tough life, but they appreciated every minute. So this is my first song to ever hit the bluegrass charts. This is called Stephen's Deep Coal Mines. In 1895, the coal mines came alive, bringing hope to the mountain folk and their kin. They prayed every day, and blessings came their way. They saw it as the coming of a friend. But there's secrets buried deep within the mountains, according to Widow Valentine. She told me of the day, and it starts out this way, when they opened the Stephen's Deep Coal Mines. It always grieves me so to think about that hole, the very place my daddy lost his life. In veins 3 foot high, they worked by carbide light, toiled in the dark so we could heat the night. The timbers cracked, it's caving, boys, and it all fell down upon them. And those who lived will remember for all times. Miners paid the cost, many lives were lost, sacrificed for the Stephen's Deep Coal Mine. Now it's all so plain, they worked right through the pain, but they didn't see the coal dust in the air. On their hands and knees and hurt and swollen feet, how could they know that black lung lingered there? The men are tools made to use to gather up the treasure, and not to count the days or mark the times. When all the veins ran dry, they came out toward the skies, and they closed down the Stephen's Deep Coal Mines. It's all been left alone, you never would have known, except for the scars and the people and the stars on the mountainside. There's nothing left to fear, and the rivers all run clear. The rattlesnakes have many a place to hide, but there's hope that someday history will remember what was gained at such an awful price. The only things that remain are the blood, sweat, and the names of the workers of the Stephen's Deep Coal Mines. Thank you. I'm sorry about that pop earlier. When the guitar gets out of tune, I try to make it work while I'm in the middle of a song. But you know what? It's a beautiful day, ain't it? Wasn't it a pretty day today? I'm going to send this out to my buddy, Melanie Wilson. And her husband is playing in Deeper Shade of Blue, Steve. And you're going to get to hear him throw the thumb on that 5-string here in a little while. But I wrote this song a few years ago. And it was one of those things where it just hit me that if you think about having a good day, if you wake up with a smile on your face, you go in there and look in the mirror and see yourself and recognize who you are, and you can call your name without having to sing happy birthday to yourself, it's a good day right there. And if you think about all the blessings that we get each and every day, when you walk out the house, you should have a little pep in your step. You know what I'm saying? And I bet most of you are that way. Of course, we can get bogged down. Everybody has bad days, but it's mostly good times. And so Miss Melanie helped me get this song out to the masses. And what I mean by that is I haven't had a recording released in a few years. And with the COVID last year, it was tough to do what I do. Any musician will tell you that. And of course, a lot of people in a lot of industries have been having trouble trying to stay afloat. But I'll send this out to all of them, but also Miss Melanie Wilson. And it was released worldwide yesterday, April 2nd. And I like this song. Makes me want to go dancing in the rain like Gene Kelly or somebody. Hope it does you too. It's a beautiful day, such a beautiful day. And I'm so happy to be feeling this way. Stepping lightly on my way. Taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. I'm out here walking in the weather. Raindrops are bouncing off my shoes. I didn't bring my old umbrella, but I don't care, I'm dancing away the blues. It's a beautiful day, such a beautiful day. And I'm so happy to be feeling this way. Stepping lightly on my way. Taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. There are times I feel sad and lonesome. We've all been there time after time. The crack of dawn starts me on a new song. Next thing you know, I'm singing, feeling fine. It's a beautiful day, such a beautiful day. And I'm so happy to be feeling this way. Stepping lightly on my way. Taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. I won't let the blues make me lose my disposition. Frowns are really smiles upside down. Turning a 180 to charge into the sunshine. Gonna tell the world exactly what I found. An attitude adjustment so profound is what I found. It's a beautiful day, such a beautiful day. And I'm so happy to be feeling this way. Stepping lightly on my way. Taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, such a beautiful day. And I'm so happy to be feeling this way. Stepping lightly on my way. Taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. Taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. Taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Well, you know, when you put a new song out like that, you're hoping people like it. And if you don't, you just clap anyway. It makes me feel better. Isn't that a fun song? So you know what I hope happens tomorrow? This is the little horn guy coming out now. Hope you guys have to sing it all day tomorrow. Well, I play with a thumb pick, but I also play with a flat pick. And I play several different styles of guitar. But what I try to do is fit the style that I do to the song that I do. And if I'm working with an artist like, say, Claire Lynch or somebody, I spend a lot of time working with Claire. And there's times when I have a flat pick on, and other times I'll wear a thumb pick. And to me, it's just whatever makes the song feel better. And I love wearing a thumb pick when I do my solo thing, because I can put bass line and things in there. And one of the reasons I play thumb pick is because that's what Mother Maybelle Carter did. That's what Lester Flatt did. That's what Carter Stanley did early on. That's what Doc Watson did. That's what Jimmy Martin did early on. And of course, a lot of people out there since then, you know, Merle Travis did it. Merle Watson did it. A lot of great players play guitar with a thumb pick. Now, when I'm playing bluegrass, I put the flat pick in my hand, and that's what I use. But there's times when what I do matters with a thumb pick. And part of that is because of people like Merle Travis, Chet Atkins, and Jerry Reed. Jerry Reed is one of those guys that you probably know from some of his movies, but you know, he is such a monster guitar player, he was. And 2 years ago, I was able to be part of the Jerry Reed Celebration concert in Nashville. And anybody that wanted to play guitar was there, and a lot of them were on stage, and some of them younger than my kids, and that's pretty amazing. Anyway, I wrote this song in Jerry's honor. He come from the swamps in Georgia sometime. He spent time there anyway. And so I call this Swamp Reed. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Did you get scared? Was you out there in the swamps with them lights that light up? You ever see any kind of like David Attenborough or somebody, they go, take video cameras and they go out in the swamp at night and them eyeballs start glowing. Kind of makes me scared. I don't know about y'all. I got a couple more songs for you here, and I want to say thank you to Tim White and all the folks here, the camera guys, the sound guys, all the help from volunteers right on up to the CEO, the chairman, or the lady at the top of the chain here at the Lincoln Theater, which is beautiful, I think, don't you think? And so thank you for supporting Tim's efforts. Yes. It's a wonderful thing to get to do what I do, and I get around to see different wonderful places, and this is one of the best I've been. And I've been made to feel really welcome ever since I got here. And of course, I went across the street and get some food, because me and food go way back. And but I don't know what they call it, the fried dill pickle or something over there. And I got me a salad to go back to the room. My mom and dad, they were from, like I said, Pearl, Kentucky and Pruden, Tennessee. And when Dad got home from World War II, he was in the South Pacific aboard a destroyer. And when he got home, he had been to several places. And he, for himself and Mom, they decided that being in the mountains and being coal miners or whatever you do, whatever we could do as children, they didn't want that to happen. They wanted us to have opportunities for jobs and maybe some better schooling opportunities, like a lot of folks did. And they moved up into the audio industry and whatever. And I really appreciate that and that decisiveness to go ahead and do it. I'm a product of my mom and my dad, especially my mother. I'm the man that I am because of my mom. And I have a better schooling, maybe opportunity, at least at my age. So I'm really thankful of that. But when they left down here, they left a lot of their loved things, not only their family, but the churches that they went to, the music that they grew up with, that you hear early on back in the 40s and 50s, at least, from Radio Bristol and things like that, Kaz Walker Show, things like that. So they were sitting around the table one day in 1963, and Dad loved Mother Maybelle Carter, and he liked that style where the rhythm played, but also the melody was being played. So they wrote this song in 1963. I want to share this with you. And it's one of those, I call it two-chord wonder. There it is. And it's kind of a sad song, but there's a little ray of hope, a little bit of sunshine at the end. And I'll do this for y'all in honor of my mother and father. This is called Through the Garden. Once you were my sweetheart, darling, in our blissful childhood days. But then we had to part, dear. We have gone our separate ways. We wandered out through the garden, and all the flowers were in bloom. There you whispered how you loved me underneath that golden moon. When you left, I got so lonely, I thought my heart would break in two. Don't you know I love you only, there's no other one but you. We wandered out through the garden, and all the flowers were in bloom. There you whispered how you loved me underneath that golden moon. hope that you're not gone forever, and that we may meet someday. Oh, I know we'd be so happy. I pray the Lord will let it be. We wandered out through the garden, and all the flowers were in bloom. There you whispered how you loved me underneath that golden moon. Thank you so much, folks. I'm really honored, as I said earlier, to be here. And I want to thank Tim White for inviting me to be part of tonight's show. And I appreciate all of you for supporting people like Tim White and the Lincoln Theater. Live venues and live concerts and things takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedicated time. It takes some money. And so the fact that you all are sitting here means that you support that, and I appreciate that. Because folks like me, we don't have a gig somewhere. We're sitting at home and we get in trouble with the spouses and things. I can tell you this, I've gotten kind of the honey-do list pretty well taken care of now. Of course, it took me forever to get to it, but now that I ain't got nothing else to do, I ain't got no more excuses. So y'all be good, take care of yourselves, and be kind to one another, especially the children and the pets. Let's be good to one another. I mean, I'm tired of the fighting that's going on, different reasons and all that. You know, we are really lucky to have what we have in this country. And we need to protect it, but we also need to be kind about it. So let's just be good to each other tomorrow, okay, and the rest of our lives. You know, I've done a lot of things in my life. I've done many different jobs. I've stuffed vending machines. I've swept floors at an Arthur Murray dance studio. I've worked in, was a gas station attendant. How many of y'all remember that? Went out there and checked oil and aired up tires and washed windshields and filled their tank up, and they gave me $3.50 because that's what it took. Gas was cheap back then. But I worked at a factory. I was a vacuum cleaner salesman. Wait a minute. I hauled around some vacuum cleaners, but you know, I've done a lot of things, and one of them, probably the thing I did the most, I think, was driving truck. I was an 18-wheeler pilot, I call it. There are those who aim their vehicles and their trucks down the road. I was one of those guys like Big Al Wheatley back there. We are, some of us are professional truck drivers, or at least I was, and I tried to get from one point to the next with the load intact and being kind to others on the road. That was my job, and I felt good about it, but I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing. And you know, when you go through your life and you do all these things, and at some point you think you're all that in a bag of chips. I don't know about y'all, but I thought I was something else behind that wheel. But it wasn't an egotistical thing necessarily. But you know, when you start thinking about it, there was a man that came down here, lived on this planet for 33 years. And when you compare anything that any of us have done, it doesn't compare. So I'll end my set with this song that I co-wrote with a friend of mine, Don Kenny. And it's a little bit self-glorifying there for a little while, but if you hang with me till the end, you'll see why. Well, I've swept some floors, sold door to door, hauled freight straight to First Light. Still on the road, but now I'm delivering songs most every night. A husband, a brother, a father, a son, and my mama's biggest fan. It's hard to understand, but all of this, just one man. Well, I can keep the time and run a bass line and pick the melody. Write on a solid rhythm, sing lead and play harmony. Write, arrange, and record a song with only these two hands. It may be hard to understand, but all of this, just one man. all been working hard for generations. Step by step we go on day by day. Well, there's one mighty cause for celebration. Heaven's gift to guide us on our way. A Savior born unto this earth upon a starlit night. For many years he walked his path, changing wrong to right. Mocked and persecuted, he taught love throughout the land. I know it's a lot to understand, but there's so much more to this one Son of God. He fed the multitudes with fish and some loaves of bread. Healed the sick, the lame, and the blind, that's what the Bible says. Crucified on Calvary, died but rose again, so we could have everlasting life. All of this, just one man paid for our transgressions. All of this, just one man bought us all salvation. All of this and just one man. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you much.
They just know what they're doing. Don't overdo it. It's going to be a long night. No, you're doing good. Thank you. Thank you for chiming in there. I'm going to take just a minute to set everything back up. I want to, let's have those house lights, Pam, if we could, just for another second. I want to recognize a few people I met up here at the Water Lily, up at the General Francis Marion Hotel. Ernie and Rita Simmons from Greensboro, North Carolina. Where are you? There they are. These folks from over in North Carolina. Good to see you. And then also their friends Mike and Patsy Robertson from Eden, North Carolina. They're sitting right there together. Thank y'all for being here tonight. What happened? There we go. Anybody here from a long way off? Maryland. That's a long way off. Yeah. Let's hear it for the Maryland people. Yeah. Anywhere else? Don't be bashful. Parkersburg, West Virginia. All right. West Virginia. That's a pretty good stretch. Anybody from a foreign country? North Carolina don't count. Well, we're glad wherever you're from that you're here at the Lincoln Theater tonight. Remember our website, songofthemountains.org, songofthemountains.org. Song is singular, mountains is plural. So, let's see, they're still getting revved up a little bit. I'll tell you a story. Two guys walking down the road, one walking this way, walking like this. Fellow going the opposite way, doing the same thing. First fella said, Vietnam, 1968. Second fella said, dog mess, 2 yards back. All right, we're ready to go. I'm getting the big thumbs up here. These folks, Troy, you said, 12, 15 years ago? Y'all were on one of the early shows of Song of the Mountains. We're starting season 17 tonight, like I said earlier. But these guys were here 12, 15 years ago when we were just getting started, and glad to have them back. We talked about it many times, and finally the timing worked out good. But we're glad to have you back. They're from Monroe, North Carolina. So, yeah, great state of North Carolina. And do me a favor, I know how you guys are. I'm going to give you the big introduction. Give me time to get this microphone out of the way and out of the shot.
Before we lay in
so I'm not on your show.
Okay.
Okay, and then give me time.
Then we'll shower down when you get out of
Well, that's right.
Just make them clap a long time.
Yeah,
We've got a plan. That's up to you.
For a while.
Say what?
I was looking for the applause sign. They just kept going and going.
Well, from starting right now, the applause is up to you guys, and I know y'all are going to give them plenty of it. Put your hands together for a deeper shade of blue. Here they are.
She's a broken lady, waiting to be mended, like a potter with mend, broken vase. Broken lady, waiting to be mended, have what's left of the pieces put back in place. Fortress around a man she would have died for taking care, to take care of all he needed. But the lady's fortress slowly turned into a prison, and the warning sign he gave she never heeded. She vowed every morning that what God joined together no one else in the world could pull apart. But the walls came tumbling to the ground, her world came crashing down around her heart. Now she's a broken lady, waiting to be mended, like a potter would mend a broken vase. Broken lady, waiting to be mended, have what's left of the pieces put back in place. She's a broken lady, waiting to be mended, have what's left of the pieces put back in place. Oh, how you doing, Marion? All righty. Y'all having a good time tonight? Oh, we'll see what we can do about that. Yeah. All righty, we're gonna move along as quickly as we can here. But
new material for you tonight off the new CD. It's going to be coming out hopefully in the next several months here. But matter of fact, that's the title cut that we just did for you. It's going to be releasing first. But here's your one off of there, one called Radio Tears. Like a flat penny on a railroad track, that was my heart to power about. last time, it's gonna be the last time. She'd say goodbye, I never look back. Radio tears, I'll always cry. All by myself, I ain't gonna lie. Radio tears, no one will know. While traveling down to the Heartbroken Road. Trying to change the dial when she set me free. I was hurt real bad, but you never know. Gonna save it all for the radio. Radio tears, I'll always cry. All by myself, I ain't gonna lie. Radio tears, no one will know. While traveling down to the Heartbroken Road. All by myself, I ain't gonna lie. Radio tears, no one will know. While traveling down to the Heartbroken Road. All righty. Here's you another new song off a new CD coming out. That Mr. Frank Poindexter down here. I'll make him welcome right here while we're introducing people. Mr. Frank Poindexter on the dobro right there.
Yeah. The Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat. Him and Mr. Brinkman wrote this song together, and it's going to be quite a fine song. I liked it as soon as I heard it, but Scott does a mighty fine job singing this right here. Here's you one called Whether or Not.
Right, he was calling for rain tonight. Lord, it's pouring down right now. Said a cold front was moving in. He's right again, but that's not the kind of weather that's got me down. It's whether or not my baby's gonna come back home. It's whether or not she'll answer her phone. It's whether or not we can get together, navigate this stormy weather. It's whether or not we'll make it through somehow. That's the kind of weather that's got me down. Search for sunny days, trying to make it through the haze of another day without you. Driving rain or blowing snow, desert heat or 10 below. That's not the kind of weather that makes me blue. It's whether or not my baby's gonna come back home. It's whether or not she'll answer the phone. It's whether or not we can get together, navigate this stormy weather. It's whether or not we'll make it through somehow. That's the kind of weather that's got me down. Will I see brighter days? I guess it all depends whether or not my baby's gonna come back home. It's whether or not she'll answer her phone. It's whether or not we can get together, navigate this stormy weather. It's whether or not we'll make it through somehow. That's the kind of weather that's got me down. That's the kind of weather that's got me down.
Moving right along here. Down here on the banjo, all the way from Westminster, South Carolina, make him welcome Mr. Steve Wilson on the banjo right there. Woo!
Oh, you brought everybody from Westminster with you, didn't you?
Yeah. Brought your people, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right. And right here, playing the surfboard bass tonight, right here. He wanted y'all to be able to see him.
Yeah, I didn't bring the big one.
He didn't bring the big one.
Yeah, I want you to be able to see me.
Well, make him welcome from Lincolnton, North Carolina. Mr. Scott Burgess right there on the bass.
Thank you.
Over here on the mountain, we're going to try to get all these words out of the way so we can pick some music and get our music in our time frame here. Make him welcome on the mandolin from Monroe, North Carolina, Mr. Jason Fraley right there.
And this guy on the guitar right here, he also makes his home in Monroe, North Carolina. You see the pattern? Me and Steve are the only foreigners in the group. But we give you balance. Yeah, that's what we do. We're eye candy for y'all. That's what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He makes his home, like I said, in Monroe, North Carolina. Great guitar player, great singer and songwriter. Y'all make him welcome. That's Troy Pope.
Here's your little instrumental called Jared's Rag.
folks, we do some of our best singing on that song right there. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but we do. Yeah, well, all righty. I'm going to do one now that Troy wrote. Troy writ. You writ that one, didn't you? Okay. Did you writ it? But anyway, I think it's a pretty good song. Yeah, you put words to it. Yeah, absolutely.
Me and Mr. Brinkman wrote this one together.
Well, there you go.
Cheers by myself, but
You did?
You didn't say that about that.
Well, I didn't say. Well, I like that song too.
Do you?
Yeah. Did you say anything about any of them that I wrote?
We ain't done anything.
I ain't wrote
I do
any.
when we sing them.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh,
We ain't sing
okay.
one of them.
Well, I like this one then. Yeah.
Well, anyway, me and Mr. Brinkman wrote this song together right here. One called Blue Is Just a Color. Blue's just a color, love a fleeting thing. Traveling down this lonesome road, just another song I'd sing. Baby, since you left me, I got a different point of view. Blue's just a color before I met you. Blue's just a color before I met you. Rain only fell from the sky. Lonesome is the way that I'm feeling tonight. Raindrops are falling from my eyes. Blue is the color of my life. Life's like a river, float along without care. Now nights go on forever, I'm drowning in despair. Pain's just a window I could see through. Blue's just a color before I met you. Blue's just a color before I met you. Rain only fell from the sky. Lonesome is the way that I'm feeling tonight. Raindrops are falling from my eyes. Blue is the color of my life. Blue's just a color before I met you. Rain only fell from the sky. Lonesome is the way that I'm feeling tonight. Raindrops are falling from my eyes. Blue is the color of my life.
Oh, thanks so much. Folks, we're going to do you another one here that's on the upcoming project. And this song talks about after you've been married for a while. Hey, we got some married folks out here that's been married for a while. Yeah, don't sound so enthused. Hey, do you ever get in, well, the only easy way to say it, do you ever get in just like a rut? And you just kind of, you're not telling the truth, are you? Yeah, you're not going to say, no. Oh, yeah, we're in a rut all the time. Yeah. Huh?
How many years you been married?
Well, I'm happy to say that my wife and I have celebrated 5 good years. Yeah. We've been married 18. She's not here.
Hey, she might see this.
Well, that might be a while. I'll have time to leave before then if I need to.
Hey, just remember they didn't have live stream last time we was here.
Oops. But anyway, this song talks about that and how you know, when you get in kind of a mundane, dull mood, you just got to keep pushing through it. And really pretty song. We hope you enjoy it. It's one entitled "Promise We Made." Sometimes I feel like I could jump keep driving down a road that I don't know where it goes. But I know her love will turn me in the driveway, 'cause without her I know that I'd be lost. We're standing on the promise that we made years ago, to always love each other as we travel down life's road. One way or the other, we'll always love each other. We're standing on the promise we made. Yes, I'm sure there's been times she's felt the same way. Throw her hands up, she's had all that she can take. But she'll smile when I open up the front door. And other day for me she just made. We're standing on the promise that we made years ago, to always love each other as we travel down life's road. One way or the other, we'll always love each other. We're standing on the promise we made. One way or the other, we'll always love each other. We're standing on the promise we made.
Here is the title cut off the latest CD that we came out with back about a couple years ago. Had some requests for this. There are some crazy people in this world that requested this. Just kidding. But here's the title cut off of the latest CD we had out, one called Steam. He saw her in a corner booth, sitting all alone. When he turned to me and began to speak about how she'd be his own, with 1,000 lies and 1,000 ways, he was ready to make us move. But when he stood up, he sat back down, said, I need to think this through. Had enough steam to blow the whistle, but not enough to pull the train. The beauty in her eyes could drive a man insane. Well, his knees locked up, his tongue got tied, and the words just left his brain. Had enough steam to blow the whistle, but not enough to pull the train. His train of love was ready, there was no turning back. But he couldn't leave the station, just sat there on the track. Sheer determination soon gave way to the brew. He wanted to be the engine, but he was more like the caboose. Had enough steam to blow the whistle, but not enough to pull the train. Beauty in her eyes could drive a man insane. Well, his knees locked up, his tongue got tied, and the words just left his brain. Had enough steam to blow the whistle, but not enough to pull the train. Had enough steam to blow the whistle, but not enough to pull the train. Beauty in her eyes could drive a man insane. Well, his knees locked up, his tongue got tied, and the words just left his brain. Had enough steam to blow the whistle, but not enough to pull the train. Well, his knees locked up, his tongue got tied, and the words just left his brain. Had enough steam to blow the whistle, but not enough to pull the train. Ooh. We got time for one more. Can y'all stand it?
We have thoroughly enjoyed being here with you tonight, and special thanks to everyone here at the Lincoln Theater in beautiful Marion, Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and tell that story while he's getting ready if you want me to. First time we played here, we had just played in Marion, North Carolina at a festival down there the day before we come up here. And I was right here. And I said, it's good to be out here in Marion, North Carolina. And the whole crowd was like, ooh. So I think I walked over to whichever camera had the light on, and I went, you're going to have to edit this part out. I'm sorry. So, but he didn't. It was made for good TV, I guess, you know, the goof-offs up here. You know.
That's what we do best.
Yep, sure do.
Yes, it is.
We sure did appreciate being out here and hope to come back again sometime. And
have you enjoyed Deeper Shade of Blue? Well, that's what we want to hear.
We do have a GoFundUs table set up in the gift shop. Come by and shake it out and see us, and we'd love to talk to you and speak to you. And we'll have our mask on and make sure Jason has his mask on.
I need a mask on.
He sure does. Good, man.
I thought you had your mask on. You mean that's not?
Is that real? Oh, yeah. It is. Back to you, Scott. No, I'm just kidding. We just appreciate being out here, and we love doing this, and we always like to close our show with this right here. It's a good gospel song and what the world really needs right now, and it's on our latest CD out on that Steam album, but here's one we'll leave you with right here, one called How Great Thou Art.
Oh, Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, and I see the stars, and I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shouts of acclamation and take me joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art. Oh, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art. How great thou art. How great thou art. How great thou art.
Thank you so much.
A deeper shade of blue. Good stuff, fellas. Thank you. Good stuff here at the Lincoln Theater, and of course that song's very appropriate for this weekend, isn't it? So anyway, good stuff. Deeper shade of blue. We've got another fine band's going to come out here in a minute, but how many of y'all know where Mount Airy, North Carolina is? All right. I'm leaving there tonight, or leaving here tonight, going there. And what's Mount Airy known for? Big thing. Andy Griffith, that's right. Who, country music star from there. Donna Fargo's from Mount Airy, North Carolina. Well, we're going to work for the next 2 weeks on making another famous trio of artists that are from North Carolina, Mount Airy, North Carolina, that not a lot of folks realize they were from Mount Airy. I'm talking about the Easter Brothers. The Easter Brothers appeared on this stage probably 7 or 8 years ago. There's only one Easter brother still alive, and that's James Easter. He has a music store right on Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, right next to the Snappy Lunch. And I'm going to be painting a mural across the street from James's music store starting Monday. It'll take me about 2 weeks, and I'll hold this up. Which camera can get this? Chucky, yours get it? But this is the artwork. I don't know how well you can see it in the theater, but the folks at home might can see it. But this is the artwork that I created with James Easter's help of the Easter Brothers. This will be on a 14 by 18-foot wall in downtown Mount Airy, North Carolina. So if you're over there the next couple of weeks, stop by and say howdy to me. Bring me a pork chop sandwich from the Snappy Lunch across the street, or a cup of coffee or something, and watch the progress of this. But I'm very honored to be painting this in memory and in tribute to the Easter Brothers. So if you would, let's have a nice round of applause for the Easter Brothers for what they did for bluegrass and bluegrass gospel music. They won 3 Dove Awards and wrote over 400 songs. That's quite a legacy, and most of those 400 songs were gospel bluegrass. Let's take us a short break. We're going to get up and stretch our legs a little bit, go out to Lola's, get you something to eat or drink, snack on. Smoke them if you got them. We'll be back here in 15 minutes with more good bluegrass music here on Song of the Mountains.
The Bank of Marion is a founding underwriter and sponsor of Song of the Mountains. We are proud of the deep musical heritage of this region of America. We love our beautiful mountains and valleys and the warm-hearted and generous people of the land we call home. Come for the music, come for the forests, lakes, and streams. Come to visit or come to stay. You will love it as much as we do. The Bank of Marion, with branches throughout southwestern Virginia and upper East Tennessee.
The General Francis Marion Hotel is located in the heart of downtown Marion. Recognized as one of the top 150 hotels by National Geographic Traveler magazine, as well as Best Historic Hotel 3 years running in Virginia Living magazine. Built in 1927, this hotel has been through several renovations and now houses 36 boutique rooms. The General Francis Marion Hotel is referred to as a Roaring Twenties vintage small-town find, just walking distance from shops, boutiques, and the historic Lincoln Theater. The hotel is definitely a gem. The General Francis Marion Hotel is Southwest Virginia's premier choice for evenings, events, and experiences. Enjoy Water Lily, fun, scratch-made, locally sourced food and creative, handmade crafted cocktails. Water Lily is located in the General Francis Marion Hotel in historic downtown Marion, Virginia. One of Virginia's original 6 parks, Hungry Mother State Park is perfectly situated just minutes from downtown Marion, featuring beautiful woodlands and a 108-acre lake in the heart of the mountains. Hungry Mother is the spot for your next outdoor adventure. You can spend your days fishing or paddling on the lake, sunbathing on the sandy beach, or hiking miles of trails. Then spend your evenings roasting marshmallows at your camper, lounging on the porch of your cabin, or looking at the stars. Come relax and enjoy the great outdoors at Hungry Mother State Park. Next time you're in downtown, stop by 3650 Brewing, Marion's hometown brewery, just a block off Main Street at the corner of Chestnut and Strother. 3650 features beer for all tastes and a laid-back vibe. Stop for a pint or take home a growler or bomber bottle. Make sure to visit the website 3650brewing.com or follow them on social media for current hours and what's on tap. Cheers! in the place called Home by Dr. Ralph Stanley, where Saturday nights mean gathering at the Carter family fold, and the best mountain music this side of the bluegrass resonates through the hills and hollers. You will also discover family fun at every turn. Whether your idea of a perfect day is kayaking, fishing, leisurely Sunday drives on a windy back road, or more adventurous outings like off-roading, zip-lining, or taking in the breathtaking scenery on the area hiking trails, Southwest Virginia's Heart of Appalachia Tourism Authority is truly the heart of all things fun. Start planning your family's best memories at heartofappalachia.com.
Charlie's got a gold watch, don't seem like a whole lot. After 30 years of driving up and down the interstate, yeah, but Charlie's had a good life, and Charlie's got a good wife. After tonight, she'll no longer be counting the days. 18 wheels and a dozen roses, 10 more miles on his 4-day run, a few more songs from the all-night radio, then he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loved. They'll buy a Winnebago, set out to find America. They'll do a lot of catching up, a little at a time, with pieces of the old dream. They're gonna light the old flame, doing what they please, leaving every other reason behind. 18 wheels and a dozen roses, 10 more miles on his 4-day run, a few more songs from the all-night radio, then he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loves. I want to ask them to sing, but I don't want to play over top of that beautiful solo. All right, do you feel like singing now that you're warmed up? Okay, here we go. Not now, but now. 18 wheels and a dozen roses, 10 more miles. Then he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loves. That was beautiful. Very sort of kumbaya-esque. Very, let's go make a campfire and roast some marshmallows. Takes me back to when I was in junior high school and I had this little singing group, and we sort of had this theory that if we all sang very, very breathy, we'd sort of mush together into a sort of vocal soup, and none of us would be able to really be heard, and you would never really know if any of us really could or could not sing. And that is one way to approach the sing-along. That's certainly your choice out there, you marionettes. But I would like to take a moment here to tell you about the joyful noise. Noise being the part I want you to pay a particular attention to. Our theory is that if you can hear your neighbor singing, you are not singing loud enough. So you have to kind of look around and decide if you think your neighbor is going to make the same commitment to this sing-along that you are. Because if they don't, you're going to be exposed. But if you can cut loose and be like a kid who doesn't care if they sound good or not, you get a gift. And that gift is just the sheer joy of feeling sound bounce around your body. And also, we'll get to tickle this room a little bit and let this theater show us its voice. And we'll become more than the sum of our parts. So are you ready? Let me hear ya. 18 wheels, every dozen grows. Oh, that's beautiful. 10 more miles on his 4-day run. A few more songs from the all-night radio. Then he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loves. Oh, that was gorgeous. That was just, do you feel better? All right. Oh, the waves crashing and the tide pulls out. It's an angry sea, but there is no doubt that the lighthouse will keep shining out to warn the lonely sailor. The lightning strikes and the wind cuts cold through the sailor's bones to the sailor's soul, till there's nothing left that he can hold except the rolling ocean. But I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. Oh, give me mercy for my dreams, 'cause every confrontation seems to show me what it really means to be this lonely sailor. And when you take me by your side, you love me, won't you love me? And I should have realized I had no reason to be frightened, but I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. Distance, it is no real friend, and time will take its time, and you will find that in the end it brings you me, the lonely sailor. And when the sky begins to clear, the sun it melts away my fear. I'll cry a silent weary tear for those that need to love me. And I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm.
Welcome back to the Lincoln Theater Song of the Mountains. You folks watching on the YouTube, welcome back to you too. Hope you enjoyed all of those sponsorship commercials that you just saw. Folks that make it possible for us to do Song of the Mountains. And when you watch us on public television, pay attention to our underwriters on the front end and the tail end of our shows. Those folks make it possible as well, and we appreciate all of our underwriters. We are a nonprofit 501c3. We're always raising money to keep our show alive and well. Our theme is keeping the music alive, if you've been to our website. So if you can make a financial contribution, tax deductible, to Song of the Mountains, I'd like to talk to you. Any millionaires out there tonight? Nobody ever raises their hand. You a millionaire?
Secret millionaire.
Yeah, keeping it to themselves.
Yes.
All right, this young lady right here is Haley from up at the General Francis Marion Hotel. Give her a nice warm welcome, would you?
Good evening. How are y'all tonight? Y'all enjoying the show? How many of y'all are staying in my hotel tonight? Yay. I want all of you to join me for breakfast in the morning, okay? Fresh coffee down in the breakfast area, and we'll reminisce about tonight's show, okay? How many of y'all have been here more than once? All right, so repeat visitors. Let me just tell you that we have a few new shops that have opened on Main Street. So if you haven't been able to go out and about, please do. We have a new brewery that just opened. We have a toy store called the Toy Box that recently opened. Of course, anytime that you come to town, I hope that you will stay with us at the General Francis Marion Hotel. We are third year running for one of the best historic hotels in Southwest Virginia. I'm actually staying with y'all tonight at the hotel, so if you need me, just holler, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the show tonight. Thank you, Tim, for always having me.
All right, you come back anytime and every time. Haley from the General Francis Marion Hotel. Now, you can tell she's a homegrown girl. She said, holler at me, didn't she? We all know what that means.
Well, this one might not.
Yeah, he's from Utah. He is. And I heard a story about you. You said, Nick told me that y'all would, tell it.
Yeah, when Hudson was a little boy, literally a little boy, 7 or 8 years old, him and his family, Sunday night, they would sit around, get their meals, and they would watch Song of the Mountain. Is that correct? That's correct, yeah. So hello, Mom and Dad in Utah, because they're probably watching right now, too.
That's great.
He's a lifer.
I appreciate that. You make me feel pretty old telling stories like that.
They didn't even have a TV either.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you watching, and now you're on the show. So
Yeah.
we're going to have another 55 minutes of great bluegrass and bluegrass gospel music. These guys, I play them on my radio shows. They're all over the map with bluegrass music, and Nick Chandler here, absolutely, we were just talking about, he loves to travel and play music, as I'm sure the rest of the band does too, and they're going to share it with you tonight on Song of the Mountains. Put your hands together for Nick Chandler and Delivered. Here they are.
hot on your trail, he won't stop now. It's either the judge or the burying ground. Run, boys, run, better get your gun. Bill's gonna chase you till the morning sun. He's hot on your trail, he won't stop now. It's either the judge or the burying ground. Run, boys, run, better get your gun. Bill's gonna chase you till the morning sun. He's hot on your trail, he won't stop now. It's either the judge or the burying ground.
One, two, three, four, and... Just sitting there one day, listening to my grandpa, telling all the tales of younger days. I never will forget those moments he'd surrender, expressions that I saw upon his face. He told us of the days before many years had gone by, when he was growing up there on the farm. And of the many days it pushed the plow to sundown, never had the time to call no harm. Many years ago when I was a lad, I could do most anything that my heart desired. Now more than feeble, my hair's all turned gray. Oh, in my younger days. I never will forget how we'd listen to stories, never bat an eye between each word. That's part of the life which I will always cherish, remembering everything in which I heard. Now he's dead and gone, but his memory still lingers. I still think of him from day to day. I remember still his misty eyes open, still recall the words he had to say. Many years ago when I was a lad, I could do most anything that my heart desired. Now I'm on that feeble, my hair's all turned gray. Oh, in my younger days. Oh, in my younger days.
Well, hello, everybody. How are you? Lord have mercy. It's great to be seen by people other than my wife, and I'll say that just with a smile on my face. So nice to be up here at the famous Lincoln Theater. Good to see all you smiling faces, and hope everyone's doing well. We're going to just come up here and do our part of the show and try not to talk a whole lot and see if we can't make some music for you guys. Is that all right? I'm gonna start out by introducing this fella right here playing the bass. He's one of my best friends, and we have a good time on the road, and we call ourselves brothers from different mothers. I don't think any one of our mamas could have handled both of us together, but I'm awful proud to have this guy on board. He's a founding member of the group Claybank, wrote a lot of their songs for him, a lot of their hits, and I love this guy. From Beaver Dam, North Carolina, Mr. Gary Trivett.
Thank you, folks.
Y'all ready?
Here I sit so broken-hearted. Let me tell you how it started. My woman, she left and took everything and left me broken-hearted. Now the fish won't bite and the hen won't lay. The dog won't bark and the skies are gray. I'm so
so broken-hearted. Let me tell you how it started. My woman, she left and took everything and left me broken-hearted. So I just think I'll go it alone. Maybe go fishing or give the dog a bone. Play my guitar or sing my songs and not be broken-hearted. Here I sit so broken-hearted. Let me tell you how it started. My woman, she left and took everything and left me broken-hearted. Here I sit so broken-hearted. Let me tell you how it started. A woman, she left and took everything, and she left me broken-hearted. Thank y'all.
Oh, Gary, that was a wonderful job. Gary wrote that song. He brought it to the group, and I was like, boy, I hope you've never recorded that, and he didn't, so we recorded it, and there it is. Fine job,
Yeah, we
Gary.
got it out here on a CD.
Yeah, we got it out there on the table. Everybody's talking about doing new music and thing tonight, and well, we released our last CD, our last year at Spigma. I don't know how many of y'all go to the Spigma Awards. We got to play over there, and Lord, 13 months later, we got to play our first show. So we got two. We got one that's old and new, and then we got one that's on the way, and we'll be doing a few things from that tonight. But we're going to do a song here for you that's one of my favorite songs on our latest CD. From one of my favorite songwriters, Mr. Randall Hilton. He's a Virginia boy, one of my favorite songwriters in the world. Here's a song called "The Tree That Stands Alone."
A tree that stands alone cannot hide from wind and storm, but its roots have room to grow, and its branches of beauty unfold.
If you're bound to live your life alone, stand your ground and stand oak tree strong, for the changing winds of time will surely blow, and there'll be no one close by to lean on. When you stand apart from all the crowd, you have much broader vision all around, and you won't tend to break when troubles come. Deep down deep, you know your heart is sound.
A tree that stands alone cannot hide from wind and storm, but its roots have room to grow, and its branches of beauty unfold.
If you stand apart from all the crowd, you have much broader vision all around. Like the maple, you can spread your branches wide, and you'll prove to be as firm on the inside. You'll be challenged for things that you believe. You'll be beat for being bold and free. So be sure to know the truth before you speak. You won't fall if your thoughts are rooted deep.
A tree that stands alone cannot hide from wind and storm, but its roots have room to grow, and its branches of beauty unfold. A tree that stands alone cannot hide from the wind and storm, but its roots have room to grow, and its branches of beauty unfold.
Boy, that song's got a great meaning to it. Tree that stands alone. Well, we're going to get up here and do another song that we have recorded out there on our first Bluegrass CD out there, Groceries, Gas, and Used Cars. It's a fun song, a little old fun song. True story, listen to the words to it. It was written at a little old truck stop down there off the I-95 corridor back in the 70s, and I just think it's a great song and love the words to it. Here's a little tune I hope y'all enjoy it called Eli Funkleby. Eli Funkleby's Groceries, Gas, and Used Cars. Coffee and ice cream and big nickel candy bars. A jukebox full of them singing Nashville stars. Oh yes, at Eli Funkleby's Groceries, Gas, and Used Cars. You can see his big sign shining from miles away, made out of naughty pine with big wide words that say, rely on Eli, the service is better by far. Oh yes, at Eli Funkleby's Groceries, Gas, and Used Cars. Autographed pictures tacked all over the wall. On Hank at the top, he's the only one they own. Hard to believe so many pictures have made it this far. Whoa, yes. At Eli Funkleby's Groceries, Gas, and Used Cars. Well, I picked up my tank and I bought a couple candy bars. Played the jukebox and I asked about the price of cars. Tacked my picture on the wall like a great big grand old Opry star. Oh yes, and Eli Funkleby's Groceries, Gas, and Used Cars. You can see his big sign shining from miles away, made out of naughty pine with big wide words that say, rely on Eli, the service is better by far. Oh yes, at Eli Funkleby's Groceries, Gas, and Used Cars. Eli Funkleby's Groceries, Gas, and Used Oh, thank you so much. Now it's time to introduce this banjo player up here. He's from Chillicothe.
You got a lot of people here.
Now, folks, I'm a Southern Baptist. You yell like that, I'm going to start passing the hat. You better watch out. Well, back here playing the banjo, he's the newest member of the group. We had some changes last year, like a lot of us did through the time, and I think, Gary, you're responsible for this one, I think.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I knew a guy that knew a guy that knew him.
But this guy right here come on board. He learned all the songs pretty well, and you know we do a lot of different things. And I'll tell you what, folks, he's a great banjo player, and he's a good singer. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: he is one of the finest young men you people will ever meet. I'm proud to have him on board from Chillicothe, Virginia, Mr. Will Eller.
Yeah.
about to lose one of his picks.
Played so fast, he about lost one of his picks.
Played so fast, about lost one of his picks. That was good, though, Will, son. I'm telling you, you got a lot of love in this room tonight. Man. Here's a fun song for us. A good friend of mine from Carolina Blue turned me on to this song. He used to play with the guy that wrote it. Love this song called Give Me Back My Heart.
Let me do that one more time. Give me back my heart, don't abuse it. Don't take my love if you can't use it. Give me back my mind that you tore apart. Bring back the love we had in this broken heart. I remember the day I first met you. You played me like a yo-yo on a string. You took the love I gave and then you went away. You broke my heart, and here's all I can say. Give me back my heart, don't abuse it. Don't take my love if you can't use it. Give me back my mind that you tore apart. Bring back the love we had in this broken heart. Now I was a fool to fall for you. I should have known you never stayed the same. I should have played it smart, but I gambled with my heart. I trusted you, then you tore my world apart. Give me back my heart, don't abuse it. Don't take my love if you can't use it. Give me back my mind that you tore apart. Bring back the love I had in this broken heart. Give me back my heart, don't abuse it. Don't take my love if you can't use it. Give me back my mind that you tore apart. Bring back the love we had in this broken heart. Bring back the love we had in this broken heart.
Told you boys it's going to be hot lights out here. Gary, let's bring you around, let him do another one. This is off of our latest CD out there, Inside the Lines. I like this song right here because I can relate to it. Now, I can relate to it because I was poor, but Gary relates to it because he's a criminal. And
I'm a poor criminal.
but anyway, Gary does an awful fine job on this song. Here's I Just Got Tired of Being Poor.
My troubled mind still goes back to that candy I stole from Jesse Walker's country store. Penny separated me from choosing sides with honesty. I just got tired of it. Some folks eat their supper off of silver, and the only world they'll ever know is wealth. But I can't blame them rich folks on this poor gray walls. This river is the memory of myself. My freedom slipped away from me at 23. I broke the lock on one too many doors. My hungry hands would not behave when they wrapped around the things they crave. I just got tired of being poor. Jackson laughing at the ragged clothes I always wore. That's when Willie got a taste of all my knuckles in his face. I just got tired of it. Some folks eat their supper off of silver, and the only world they'll ever know is wet. But I can't blame these sweet folks on these four gray walls. This prison is the doings of myself. My freedom slipped away from me at 23. I broke the lock on one too many doors. My hungry hands could not behave when they wrapped around the things they crave. I just got tired of being poor. Some folks eat their supper off of silver, and the only wealth they'll ever know is wealth. But I can't blame them rich folks on these four gray walls. This prison is the doings of myself. My freedom slipped away from me at 23. I broke the lock on one too many doors. My hungry hands would not behave when they wrapped around the things they crave. I just got tired of being poor. Howdy, folks. I'll go ahead and introduce this fine mandolin player. He started this band many years ago. I was an old man when he started this band, I guess, because I'm a pretty old feller now. One of the finest mandolin players, vocalists, band leaders I've ever played for. One of my best friends in the world. Won't you make welcome Mr. Nick Chandler on the mandolin. He's trying to get tuned. I guess I better tell a joke.
No.
Oh.
Last time you done that, we got banned from the stage.
Oh, yeah. We got thrown out of one state when I told one joke, so I better not. Over here on the guitar, he does a fine job. He's going to be doing some singing later. He's a fine guitarist, a fine singer, and one of my best buddies. I like to pick on him because, look at him, he's littler than me. I get to pick on him a lot, and I really enjoy playing music with him. And you see what a talent he is. Just give him a hand, Mr. Hudson Bosworth. If you believe that she'll come back to you, you're wrong, oh so wrong. The need that she once had for you isn't there at all, and she knows you'll only break her heart. So even if we part, she won't be coming back to you. She's come too far. Yes, she's finally come too far. And besides, she's got me now to love her and keep her satisfied. So if you think that she'll come back to you, don't wait for her call. The need that she once had for you isn't there at all, and she knows you'll only break her trust. So even if we part, she won't
A man known as John the Baptist came preaching the coming of Christ, but he was thrown way down in jail for condemning the king and his wife. The king came down and he talked to John, said, John, you can go free. Just take back all the things you said concerning the queen and me. John knew the man he was preaching about. John knew there was not even a doubt. The lame did walk, the blind did see, the lepers were healed their spots. John surely knew the man he was preaching about. John sent his two disciples to Jesus and told him to say, are you the one who is to come, or should we seek another way? When they beheld the miracles, they knew without a doubt. They came back to report to John, that's the man you were preaching about. John knew the man he was preaching about. John knew there was not even a doubt. The lame did walk, the blind did see, the lepers were healed their spots. John surely knew the man he was preaching about. John trusted in the Master, obeyed all his commands, right up to the very end with his death from the king's command. This story will be told for many years to come. John surely knew the man he was preaching about. John knew the man he was preaching about. John knew there was not even a doubt. The lame did walk, the blind did see, the lepers were healed of their spots. John surely knew the man he was preaching about. Well, folks, if you've guessed it, it's time to get into the gospel portion of our program. And, you know, gospel music's a big part of my life. I've written it, played it for so many years. I love it, love everything about it. We're going to bring Gary around and let him do one. This is another one that Gary wrote. He's a fantastic songwriter and just a great song, got a great message in it. Got this one on our latest recording, Inside the Lines. Hope y'all enjoy this one right here. I love this song. Called The Lonely Road.
I was on a lonely road, I did not know which way to go. My life had no meaning at all. Then I found a friend so true, who showed me what I have to do. Now I trust in his word to lead the way. Lord, please help me, now I'm falling down on my knees and begging for your help. Lord, please hear me calling. I don't want to live my life without your help. Friend, if you're on that lonely road and you don't know which way to go, Jesus will show you the way. He's a friend who's always there to help you with your darkest hour. Fall on your knees and hear you say, Lord, please help me, now I'm falling down on my knees and begging for your help. Lord, please hear me calling. I don't want to live my life without your help. Lord, please help me, now I'm falling down on my knees and begging for your help. Lord, please hear me calling. I don't want to live my life without your help. I don't want to live my life without your help.
Oh, Gary, it's such a good song. Such a good song. We're going to do about one more gospel and we'll get into some bluegrass here. I can say I love gospel music. I wrote this song, oh Lord, I don't know, longer than Hudson's been alive. I probably wrote this before you was even born, son.
Probably, yeah.
You know, it's hard on me and Gary being in a group of two people that we have shirts older than they are. I mean, it's tough. But you figure that these young kids would wear us out. They can't keep up with us. It's amazing. They're drinking 5-hour energies and monsters and Lord, I don't know what all the young folks are into. I ain't got a clue. Give me a Diet Mountain Dew and some BC powders, Lord, I'll drive us 20 hours to Maine again.
They got a long way to go to catch up to me, don't they?
Yeah. Gary's 10 years older than I am, and I have a hard time with him. This song right here was awful good to us this year. We reached number 6 in the nation for us, and we're real proud of that. Hope y'all enjoy it. It's called I Can't Wait.
When Jesus comes someday to bear your soul away, or send to the fire that's waiting down below, will he say, my child, well done, your race is finally run? I can't wait for that day when Jesus calls my name. When my time comes to go, to sit and talk with the Lord and see the place that He's prepared for me, I'll walk all over this land and see the risen Lamb. I can't wait for that day when Jesus calls my name. On a cloud that day He'll ride as He splits the eastern sky to claim the souls who have walked the straight and narrow way. I know He's coming soon to deliver us from the gloom. I can't wait for that day when Jesus calls my name. I can't wait for that day when Jesus calls my name.
Oh, folks, I'm sorry I'm tuning so much. I've swarped it out. I let Hudson touch it, and it just flew out of the frame on me here. Got some of that Utah on it. Yeah, Hudson here, he's one of the finest musicians out there that I've ever been around. He's not only is he a great guitar player, he's a good mandolin player, he's a great piano player. Maybe we can get you and Jeff Little up here and y'all can do some dueling pianos or something. Maybe that'd be good. Y'all can play the Foggy Mountain piano. That'd be something. I'd pay $5 to see that, wouldn't y'all?
Yeah.
Here's another song off our Inside the Line CD. Didn't know who wrote this song, but I always loved it. One of my favorite banjo players in the world wrote this song. Another Virginia native, Mr. Don Reno. It's a tune called I Could Cry. Dear, when I think about you, I could cry. Wondering how I let love go by. All I do is sit at home and wonder why. Every time I see your picture, I could cry. I could cry an ocean full of tears, but what good would it do? I'll keep your memories years go by. When your name's mentioned, darling, I could cry. I don't know what this old world holds for me. It really doesn't matter now, you see. When daylight comes, the shadows hover nigh. I feel your arms around me, I could cry. I could cry an ocean full of tears, but what good would it do? I'll keep no memories, years go by. When your name's mentioned, darling, I could cry. I could cry an ocean full of tears, but what good would it do? I'll keep no memories, years go by. When your name's mentioned, darling, I could cry.
We're going to get Nick now to pick an instrumental here for you. And like I said, he's one of the finest mandolin players that you probably might not have heard of. He played with the great Bobby Hicks. I was on tour with him for a while after he left Ricky Skaggs. Yeah. And he's been playing since he's probably about 7 or 8 years old, I guess, hasn't he?
No, I started late. My family was 9.
He was 9. He said he started late in his family. He's about 9 years old. We're going to turn him loose on one now called Durham's Bull.
That's good right there. Hudson, let's bring you around. And Hudson, you know, being from out west, I have to explain things to him. You know, like he knows what can't and hain't is, but he just don't know what want and other is. He gets some of these words, and I'm like, go in there and put it in the zinc, and he gives me, you know, these crazy looks. I'm like, well, that's mountain speak for sink. You know, we Z's and S's and all that stuff. You know, and he's learning though. You're doing a fine job there, Hudson. If we can just get him into eating banana sausages, folks, we've got him made. That's it. Let's bring him around here. Here's another song that we'd like to send this out to a friend of ours, Francois from, he's from France. Yeah, he especially asked for Hudson to do this song, and we're going to send this out to him. He's watching. Hello, Francois, over there in France. Here's a tune called Paper Rosie.
Down in Calvin County. Neon lights from an old beer sign shone through the window out on the sidewalk. As I walked in to pass the time, I looked around, sat down at a table, ordered beef on rye and a glass of wine. Then through the door came a little old lady. She was selling paper roses, and they only cost a dime. Paper Rosie, Paper Rosie. She sold you paper roses, but they only cost a dime. Took the rose from her trembling hand. With eyes of age, she smiled and walked away. Like a breath of spring, I can smell the rose. It came alive, and I heard her say, "By my roses, pretty roses, they're only made of paper, but they only cost a dime." I went to look for her outside. A spray of roses lay by her side. The sky lit up and the choir sang. 1,000 voices as the church bells rang. They sang Rosie, Paper Rosie. They're only made of paper, but they only cost a dime.
Yes, sir. Hudson, you don't know it, but Gary teared up. He teared up on you doing that one. Gary offered to adopt Hudson from his parents, and they said no, they needed the tax break. But Gary offered. He offered to do that.
He's a good
Hudson,
boy.
I'll tell you what, son. Let's let you pick one. Won't you come around here and do a little bit of picking for these folks? We have, Lord, we've kept you back long enough, son. You're just oozing energy up here on the stage. Like we can't contain it. Well, let's bring Hudson around. Here's a tune called Beaumont Rag.
so much. Yeah, I'd like to say hi to all my family and friends that are watching from back home in Utah and ones that may be here tonight. And just want to thank y'all for coming out. It's been a lot of fun, and we're happy that we can play up here for y'all. So thank you so much. I'll turn the time back over to Nick.
Yeah, we found out we were going to get to play up here, and Hudson said he called his mama and he stuck his head out the window and heard her scream all the way from Utah. Then he had to call the ambulance because she passed out. We're going to do a brand new song here for you. We just got through doing some recording. We're getting ready to release this one. I think it's Monday. I think we're getting ready to come out with it Monday, and y'all the guinea pigs. I mean, I hope we can remember all the words. We make no promises up here, you know. Well, Gary ain't supposed to tell everybody got it wrote down, so give Gary a hand. Pretend nobody had it wrote down there. That's why he doesn't get to tell jokes, folks. That's why he doesn't get to. But I hope you enjoy this song. If you like it, go on there and ask your DJs to play it. We've been real fortunate with the last CD. We've had a lot of songs that, we had some songs that went up the charts for us. A lot of them made multiple trips up the chart. And God, Lord have mercy, put a bunch of rednecks in the video. And I don't know why 272,000 people wanted to look at a bunch of North Carolina rednecks, but they did. They're like, so that's what, it was probably Hudson's people. It's like, so that's what they look like over there. They really do have, yeah, they probably said, you know what, they really do have all their teeth on over there. That's exactly what they said. But I hope y'all enjoy this. Now, I want to take care of a little housekeeping right here. How many of y'all are seeing this for the first time? Well, there's some hands out there. Yeah, that's good. Well, I'm going to tell you what, folks, our CD table's sitting right out front. Y'all go right out there. We got some hats, and we're thinking about having Nick Chandler deliver popcorn, peanuts, and dog whistles. So we'll just leave it up to y'all. But if y'all would, go on our page, our Facebook page, Nick Chandler Delivered, and give us a like. And every time we go play live or something, my wife usually goes with us, and she tries to go live and everything, and you'll see all this stuff popping up, like us recording in the studio, or we're getting ready to play at the station in here in a couple of weeks. We're going to shoot a video the next day. She'll take a little bit of footage there of us shooting the video and stuff. So go on there and give us a like. We sure would appreciate it, and kind of keep up with us. We also have a newsletter. All you got to do is sign up for it, and man, I'll tell you, that newsletter, I'm kind of shocked about it. I cannot believe people want to know what we do in our everyday lives. I mean, laying on the couch and watching Star Trek, for me, that's not that interesting. You know, but evidently people want to see what episode I'm on, so go on there and sign up for that. Will, you feeling like it now, son? You in tune? Here's a tune called Hello.
Hello, my new lover, I don't think I'll need another. Don't want to see no tears in your eyes. Hello, my sweet baby, you're driving me crazy. Crazy for the love of you, woman, you're mine. And I love you, yes I do. And the day has come true that I give it all to you. Oh, for you, my little lady. Hello, my good woman, you're kind and you're warm, and it's time that the loneliness left you alone. Come here, let me hold you, the blues will be gone, I told you. I know you're fine as you make me your home. And I love you, yes I do, and the day has come true that I'll give it all to you. Oh, for you, my little lady. Hello, my sweet lady, you move like a daydream. look out my window and see in your eyes. The clouds on a windy day smile as they smile away. Your eyes and cloud are my sundown sky. And I love you, yes I do, and the day has come true that I'll give it all to you. Oh, for you, my little lady.
Yeah.
For a couple of slow-talking rednecks, that's a mouthful of words right there, everybody. That's
Amen, brother.
They wouldn't have known it, Gary, if you had to let her secrets out. telling everything he knows. We're going to do about one more for you guys. Our time's come and went. And Tim White, wherever you're at, man, thank you so much for letting us come up here and play. And thanks to y'all for coming out and watching us. We've had a wonderful time. Like I say, this is basically our first show in 13 months. And well, Will, son, you got it trial by fire, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah. We don't do anything easy in this group, folks. They tell us to take 2 steps, we take 2 back and 4 ahead, so that's kind of what we do. But we're going to do one more before you can get out of here again. Go on Facebook, give us a like if you would. Thank y'all so much for everything. On behalf of Mr. Hudson Bosworth, Mr. Gary Trivett, Mr. Will Eller, and myself, thank y'all so much for allowing us to come up here and play. We love you. Y'all have a good night.
Turn your heart inside out. Soul taking, heartbreaking, turn your world upside down. I met her up in West Virginia when a honeysuckle filled the air. I fell in love with that mountain maiden, my heart could not leave her there. She's a 2-time and leave behind him, turn your heart inside out. Soul taking, heartbreaking, turn your world upside down. Somebody told me she was cheating with that hatchet boy named Seth. My heart is breaking, love forsaken, my thoughts are driving me insane. She's a 2-time and leave behind him, turn your heart inside out. Soul taking, heartbreaking, turn your world upside down. Word got out that they had left and moved to another town. No one has seen them, doubt they ever will. Their time had done run out. She's a 2-time and leave behind it. Turn your heart inside out. Soul taking, heartbreaking, turn your world upside down. Turn your heart inside out. Soul taking, heartbreaking, turn your world upside down. Thank y'all.
Nick Chandler. Nick Chandler and Delivered. Have you had a good time here in Marion, Virginia tonight? You look like you have. I can see those smiling eyes. Folks, next month, May 1st, is our next Song of the Mountains. There's a movie out, a wonderful movie called Mountain Miner. And a lot of the artists and actors on that movie are going to be on this stage. And we're also going to have Maurice Mattei and the Tempers here on Song of the Mountains. We will be have plans to do the live stream again if you can't make it, but we hope you'll be right back here at the Lincoln Theater on May the 1st, 7 o'clock in beautiful, historic Marion, Virginia. Thank y'all so much for coming, and I'll see you next time. Happy Easter, by the way.